Welcome to Seen and Heard podcast, where everyone should be seen and heard. And tonight, I'm very, very pleased to be joined by my new co-host for a new segment that we're going to be doing. And the segment is called "Is There an Outside the Beltway?" So we will be discussing like politics and topics up under that segment. And Charles is an activist, filmmaker, and podcaster who also studied at Berkeley and got his degree in religious studies and anthropology and philosophy. Let's welcome Charles Cha to the show.
Hi, I think I'm stalled out. Am I unfrozen now? So yeah, thanks for having me. And yes, I'm promoting my sweater that I had made for a client. It says here, it's relevant to what we're talking about. All I want for Christmas is to end the two-party system. I had this client who had these custom printed. I had them made for him, and then of course he dropped out last minute. The ravages of capitalism. I now have to offload these. So, contact you or me, and we'll get you a sweater if you want. So, but
Yes.
yeah, go ahead.
Yes, go on with your introduction and basically our topic tonight. First off, let me pull up this video because this video is relevant to Black History Month and to the topic at hand. So I'm going to play this
So
video
this is
first.
an updated version of Phil Oakes's "Love Me, I'm a Liberal," which was a '60s anthem. Phil Oakes he actually would get depressed because he couldn't understand why Bob Dylan was getting all this fame and everything, and yet he was considerably more relevant. So, and probably why his sentiments were a little bit probably too radical for the times. So this is a little bit
Right.
about how we understand liberalism in the rest of the world outside of, you mentioned the Beltway. This America, politically speaking, is very much a bubble, but in a bad way. We're talking about is a bubble in the sense of very provincial, very insular, very functionally illiterate. That we don't truly understand what the spectrum of political difference is. We're deeply ignorant of it. And hopefully this will make it a little bit clearer what liberal really means, and how we understand change within the society, making it more free and open, and so go ahead.
And also, happy birthday to what would have been Trayvon Martin's 28th birthday, I believe. I think if he would
Oh
have
my
lived, he would have been
goodness!
28.
Wow.
So
How
this
apropos!
this
We didn't even plan that, did we? Yeah,
right.
we really didn't
So
plan this.
we're gonna play this song and then we're gonna talk about it on the other side.
When I see social injustice, I know that it just isn't on. And I stood with the crowds who wore hoodies and said, we are all Trayvon. But I wish the police could do something to sort out these traveler folk. Love me, love me, love me, I'm a liberal. I hate that the U.S. government is spying on my emails and calls, and the way they treated Edward Snowden. I, like many, was appalled, but I know that the ones that are doing it have nothing to do with Obama at all. Love me, love me, love me, I'm a liberal. I cheered when Obama was elected, my faith in the system restored. And he'd do a lot more good work if the Republicans left him alone. And I do hope they shut Guantanamo, as long as they don't move them next door to me. Love me, love me, love me, I'm a liberal. I hate all these online misogynists with their awful threatening posts. They need to be eradicated or taught some civil discourse. But say something that offends my kind, and I'll burn down your goddamn house. Love me, love me, love me, I'm a liberal. I read The Guardian and The Journal. I keep up with what's going on. I go to all the Springsteen concerts. He sure gets me singing those songs. But don't mention Occupy movements. That's just a step too far. Love me, love me, love me, I'm a liberal. Once I was young and impulsive. I wore every conceivable pin. Even went to the socialist meetings. Pat Rabbit taught me the old Union hymns. But I've grown older and wiser. That's why I'm turning you in. Love me, I'm a liberal. Love me, love me, love me, I'm a liberal.
Charles, that he reminds me of Bob Dylan.
Right. And that's what's interesting is that everyone knows who Bob Dylan is to this day. And almost nobody knows about Phil Oakes. I mean, he's just been lost to history. Now, in this case, this is obviously not Phil Oakes because it's an updated version of his song. But that was, one of the many great songs that Phil Oakes wrote. Are we gone or are you just highlighting me? Did I lose signal? It says I'm green. In case we are still live, because I don't hear anything. Can see and hear you. Okay, yeah. Hopefully we're. Oops, it says that my connection is a problem.